behold, I'm the old man himself, Ben. Old man rose and fall down. Oh, I've hurt a bone again.
Rose and fall down and break a hip.
And this is, don't say that. This is Hack the Dino's Gaming Cast, where we bring you the past, present, and future of video games news, previews, discussions, and all that sort of jazz. Speaking of jazz, we'll go into that a little bit later on. But I am...
See what you did there?
The living monarch, Ben Rosenthal. And I'm joined by one of my co-hosts, Floppy Starrick.
Hey. How you going?
Hey, what's going on? You're looking very summery.
Dude, I'm dressed for the weather. It is heckin' hot today.
It's a bit warm. It's a bit of...
Actually, I'll take these off.
bit of
things hard.
Bit of sunshine and lollipops.
Go for my Joey Jeremiah look.
But once again, Floppy,
Yeah,
we're at the end of January now, in the year of our Lord, Hideo Kojima, 2023. And we've not seen Anto yet.
No, we haven't.
And we won't be seeing Anto again tonight, will we?
No, we won't, unfortunately. He is currently indisposed.
What's wrong with Anto?
He's been made the new stand-in president of America.
Oh, the new stand-in one.
Yes.
Right.
Well, he didn't like the old one.
Okay. Well,
Or
I can
the
understand
last
that.
few.
I mean,
Last two.
yeah. Cool. So what sort of things is President Anto doing?
Well, he's trying to right the wrongs. Stand up for the little folk.
Right.
Take the big folk down a peg or two.
Okay.
He's just being a cool guy.
Being very affable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Affable.
Cool guy.
Is what we call. So we got someone to fill in. Braden wasn't available, so we had to go to the backups.
Rough.
And we've got our good friend Jazz here.
Hello.
Jazz is here, and Jazz is very camera shy, so Jazz will not go on cam, will you, Jazz?
No.
You have to go near the microphone, though.
No, I will
So-
not go on cam.
She's also not going on cam because Jazz is also doing her folding.
Folding her washing.
She's folding her washing while she runs and controls the show.
It's actually unreal. It's so good.
It's not unreal. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, talk
It's so
into the
good.
mic, Jazz.
Sorry.
You can pull that closer to you.
Oh. Okay.
So cool. I actually think it's awesome.
So, be kind to Jazz tonight because her evil partner has roped her in again to run his stupid game podcast.
Such an asshole.
Hate that guy.
Yeah. Jazz, we need to have a chat about what are you doing with your life?
No, you don't need to have that chat. Shut up, man. We lose our backup.
Oh, sorry. Glad that's what you're worried about.
Floppy,
Yes, mate.
what have you been up to and playing?
Oh, supporting the good people at Subway. Eat fresh.
I can't see anything there.
Oh, yeah, invisible glass. Ooh. What have I been doing? I've been playing some games.
Dylan the villain in the live chat asking Jazz what she sees in me.
Aw, can't you guys see it? He's lovely.
Ouch.
Oh my goodness.
Dylan and Ben have a long-standing.
I got nothing against him. He's just coming at me with all these fisticuffs. I'm just chilled. I try to be nice, and he should feel privileged because
I like Townsie's reaction.
For the podcast listeners, Townsy in our live chat has just said, "What does Jazz see in me? Her reflection in my scalp and bald, polished head."
That one's a pretty good one, actually. That was pretty quick.
So all of you watching live, screw you.
But anyway,
Floppy.
I've been playing Callisto Protocol still. I'm nearly finished.
What do you think?
I'm very impressed. I'm really happy with it. It's
Really?
a good kind
Because
of...
it got a bum rap.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it was just haters being haters. I feel like the gameplay is really good, really balanced. If you like horror games, it's quite scary. Really cool visuals, good length. So it's like probably for everyone else that 10-hour thing. So for me, 14.
Dad finish?
Oh, I'll totally dad finish it. Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, then I'm not going to go back and play it
We
on the
need-
hardest difficulty. Like, you kidding me?
We need to get a top. It
It says
says
dad finish.
Dad finish.
Yeah. Dad mode.
just Dad finish.
Dad finish.
Just says Dad finish on the top. I'm going to get that for the merch store.
Done.
Maybe I'll put some white stains on there as well. That's just for me. That's not part of the design.
I've also been watching a TV show,
Yeah.
The Last of Us TV show.
Yep.
Super happy. Are we talking about that later?
No, we'll talk about it now.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy with it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look, To be honest, I only ever played the game for the first time like a year and a half ago.
I played
For
it
some
on
reason. I
I
don't know
played
why
it
I
on
hadn't.
PS4. When
I
they
played it on
ported
PS4.
over, yeah.
No, I played it on PS5.
I played it when it came out for free on the PS4.
Yeah, and the show, like I'm a fan of Pedro Pascal.
Because he's one of the
'Cause
most
he's-
gorgeous men ever invented.
He
very-
was invented
Hey,
in a
Jazz.
lab.
Yeah.
You know Pedro Pascal?
Yeah.
Is he one of the most attractive men ever?
Hmm.
Really?
I don't think so.
Who would you say is above him? Just one other example of person who's more attractive than him.
Oh, I don't know. Chris Hemsworth.
Who?
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. all
Thor.
Yeah, I will give him that.
right.
Yeah, just Thor.
Can't,
Can't really argue with Thor.
No.
It's too big.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, so I'm really happy with that show. I was really surprised. Well, not surprised. They have stuck really, really close to the story so far.
Yep.
Couple of little things that they've changed, but cool, whatever. And it's just it just goes to show you how well that game was written as a story from a narrative point
Well,
of view.
considering Druckmann, who was the main director for the games, two of them, he's the second episode Druckmann directed.
Yeah.
He's very involved with the writing and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, super happy with that. Really enjoying it, and I'm really enjoying watching it episodically. Like God intended us to watch TV shows. None of this binging stuff.
Do you know
Watch it, talk about it for a week, watch the next one.
As I'm going to write in the newsletter that's coming out, the Hack the Dino newsletter, monthly newsletter, which comes out. You can go over to hackthedino.com and put your name in and your email address, and you get a monthly newsletter from us talking about some news things.
Speaking of old ways of doing things,
Well, that's the theme of this show. Old.
retro.
Druckmann was being interviewed about Last of Us and all that, and Uncharted came up.
Yeah,
And Druckmann said that they're done with it.
I mean that's cool.
It
With
complete-
Uncharted.
Yep.
Yeah, the Uncharted
it's all
series.
done.
Well, they've done 5 games, 6 games, four mainline games. They've done the Vita game and they've done the Lost Legacy.
And a really good movie that everyone loved.
It was alright, but it was a definite video game movie with all the tropes of a video game movie.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, remember this when you played the game? Hey, look, it's Nolan North, his voice actor for no reason.
But I have been playing something else actually today.
Oh, really?
So in an announcement that we'll get to from yesterday, GoldenEye came to the Xbox, came to Game Pass. Well, it came to Game Pass and it came to Switch Online Store.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, you came round and we played GoldenEye multiplayer.
We did.
On the old Nintendo 64.
64.
How fun was that for you?
It was, well, I died a lot.
Hang on, just technical difficulty. Jazz, you can full screen that and it'll get rid of
Sorry.
the stuff.
Yeah, look, I really enjoyed playing that because it was a nostalgic connection to things I used to do in 1996.
Yep.
97, something like that. When did it come out? 96, 97?
So I because I've not played it in a long, long time, took a while to warm up. But how was it?
Yeah, that was
playing
all of
against
about
me?
35 seconds it took you to warm up.
How was it playing against me when I had warmed up?
Oh, it was ridiculous. It was
hilarious.
spawn, walk around a corner, die. But
Floppy wouldn't let me play with proximity mines, everyone.
No, I just flat out said no, or I'd kick his TV over. But today, I booted up on Game Pass. So if you got Game Pass, it's not going to cost you anything.
Or you've got Nintendo Switch Online Extra. It's not going to cost you anything.
But Game Pass has got modernized controls that use just your standard sort of left stick for moving, right stick for looking.
I wonder if the Switch version does if you use the Pro controller.
Well, I don't know, because from where I could see in the chat in Discord, apparently and online, apparently the Switch controls are a bit rubbo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why though, because I haven't tried it. Townsy might be able to enlighten us a little bit.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it was actually really good. The visuals are really crisp, and they don't look stretched or anything like that. It's just really bright and nice.
In the live chat, we've got Nintendonia and Townsy saying that you need to remap all the buttons. So that's good.
Oh,
you can
okay.
remap everything. So
on the Xbox, it's just normal standard like first-person shooter controls. It was really easy to get a hold of, and just I was like,
no, I'm going to use the Nintendo 64 controller with my 3 hands the way God intended. And by God, I mean Hideo Kojima.
of course you do.
Huh?
Of course you do.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I will play through it. I'm like, I'm going to play through this campaign, and I played the first 3 levels. I did the dam,
Yep.
the facility, and the runway.
Yep. Great. Great levels. Oh man, I want to play it. But I'll play it on my 64. Jazz, you ever played GoldenEye?
No.
Jazz,
No.
you ever played a game with me?
Aladdin on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Jazz, why don't
Super
you
Mario Brothers.
why don't you tell the story about what happened last time you played Super Mario Brothers?
But Ben, you've told it so many times.
You have told it. They already know this story. It's fine.
Okay, well. Fine.
It's like, Jazz is really crap at video games.
Ben likes
I do not
to
sound
poke
like
fun
that.
at people who don't play games as well as he does.
It was adorable. I just walked in and I've been playing this
I'm
for 3 hours.
resilient, okay?
Were you having a good time, Jazz?
Yeah,
Excellent.
that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is the point?
You know what? I can't get past those fucking games.
Like the Mario ones?
No, like Aladdin and that. They're so damn hard.
They are
They're
hard, but
so
there was
good, though.
they
and The
had
Lion King.
Lion King's ridiculous.
I think I
Yeah,
could get
too
further
hard.
in Aladdin than I could in Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can't wait to be king level, where you had to roar at the monkeys and then
I
jump and
don't even know if I got that far. I don't think I got past the first level of Lion King. At Aladdin, I liked the first level because it's that whole one step ahead of the lawman.
Mhm.
That thing.
Well,
Yep.
I played Hollow Knight as well, and that was too hard. And then I met Ari Gibson, and then he was like, "You can run away from the bad guys." And I was like, "Oh."
Just like in real
And I
life.
didn't try again.
no, Hollow Knight is a hard game.
Yes.
Too hard.
I got Townsy in the chat saying Little Mermaid on Game Boy was bullshit.
Why?
I think he just means bullshit hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But-
not like a crap game, just hard.
Games back then had to be hard because you got one a year, maybe two.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if
you're
you
lucky.
if you weren't hard, you'd finish them in a day.
And then, like, the game companies realised, oh, hang on, if we make these easier, they'll finish them quicker and we can get more games out onto consoles.
it.
So that means more money. So let's make them a lot easier.
Yes.
Hey, have you played DuckTales yet that you picked up?
No, I haven't yet. I will.
Such a good game.
Gonna set up a CRT, I think.
Yeah, well, if only one of your co-hosts found an exact copy of their TV on the side of a road for you to have.
Quite possibly. I mean, I do have a CRT, but it's not as good, so I might be moving that
So
on.
I was driving home the other day and did a U-turn because I saw a TV that's exactly like mine with the subwoofer just on the side of the road. And I went, oh, I think it... Yep, screw it. So I picked it up. It's bloody heavy. It's like 30 kilos. Put it in the back of the car, brought it home.
Weighs as much as Ben's ego.
I've been working out. It's
All
40 kilos now. And plugged it in and it seemed to work. So I jumped onto our Discord and said, people in host Discord, who wants it? And Floppy said, yes, please. And that was a pointless story that I'm sharing with you, our lovely viewers. Should we...
Phoenix has said Steam DuckTales. No. I got a boxed DuckTales for the SNES.
NES.
NES, sorry.
Fake gamer.
Oh, and I played Donkey Kong as well.
Which one? Country?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started playing
think.
Tropical Freeze again the other day with my kids.
Donkey Kong Country 2 is still the best Donkey Kong Country game.
Okay,
Yeah.
It is.
I've got that.
So do I. That's one of the games I told you to buy.
It's true.
Anyway, should we look at this Xbox Developer Direct that happened yesterday?
Do you want to tell everyone where they can hear about us?
Oh, yeah, I do. Here, now, with your ears. Open them up. Open up those ears and eat our words with your ear teeth and your tongue. Just
Ear teeth.
get your ear teeth and tongue out.
I think I
and
saw that movie.
Chomp those words and swallow them down your esophagus. That's right. You too can eat our words.
You can go over to Spotify, iTunes, and Stitcher. Catch us on podcast form. You can catch us on Instagram and Facebook for all of the cool little posts that we make.
Yeah.
Little shorts as well that are doing quite well.
Oh, yeah, very shorts. Very good shorts. They're, I'm basically...
My
'cause
shorts that I wear.
We've got the $20 retro hunt going at the moment, where we each have each of the hosts have $20 to try and upgrade throughout the year. We'll give an update a little bit later on, but whenever I've been going out hunting, I've just been taking videos of me looking around, finding stuff, and just editing them down and putting them up there. And we've had pretty decent reaction to that, so we'll keep that going. Got to get these people to start recording their hunts as well, so I can
I'll
edit
just
them.
stop work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can catch those on, I think they're on the Facebook, where you can see those as well.
Probably not Facebook.
Facebook,
YouTube
but you can see them on
and
YouTube, Instagram, or you can catch the live show on Twitch.
Yep. Or
Well, as
basically...
you possibly are doing right now.
just go to hackthedino.com where you can see all the things. You can see all our links, and you can also sign up for the newsletter, which would make me feel less inferior.
Afronix has said in the chat, let's face it, no one is going to beat Ben in the retro challenge.
What do you mean?
Here's where it is. If you were going for value, Ben would win.
Yeah.
Hands down. Because the guy is hungry for it. But also, he does a lot of this. He's very, very good at it. But you guys are going to vote for who has the coolest item.
Exactly. At the end of the year, the fans, the hackadactyls, are going to vote for who wins. Yeah. So I can save up $1,000 and buy, 3 Nintendo 64s and go, this is what I've got. But if Floppy goes, hey, guess what? I got a dev kit. It'd be, oh, damn.
Well, maybe that's what they think is cool.
Yeah, exactly.
We actually have no idea because it's all up to you guys.
Yep.
I will just point out in the chat, Michael Towns has made a comment. I made a joke about you talking about ear teeth.
Yep.
And I made a pass-away comment that no one would get because it was referring to a film that some friends and I watched one drunken New Year's Eve, probably about 15 years ago. He made a comment. He's seen the film too, and he even knows what one I'm talking about. That was weird.
Well, I think it just shows we know our demographic.
Yeah. It's called Teeth. It's not a great time. Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Speaking of something we probably shouldn't have watched. No, that's a bit mean. Xbox Developer Direct happened yesterday as we're recording this.
I'm still waiting for it to happen.
So I think we'll give our thoughts before.
Sure.
So I appreciated that Xbox tried to do something different with this. I enjoy having a look behind the scenes and what goes on in the making of games.
Actually, yeah, no, you're right. That
seeing
was
the studios
more fresh.
Like they showing the studios and showing the workers there and how that's all laid out. Obviously, it's all dressed up for cameras and whatnot. But yeah. I did enjoy hearing from select developers. The ones that had charisma were actually very entertaining. There were some there were some that didn't, and that was painful.
Ben gets angry if people don't have charisma.
I don't get angry. I just think
that's why he liked me.
But I just think that people should...
Are they all Jeff Keighley's?
They're all Jeff Keighley.
They're all Jeff Keighley.
Goddamn Jeff Keighley. He's got charisma. It's just that it's
really?
the wrong kind.
Where does he keep it? Locked up in a vault for no one to ever see?
He's got a small little spurt that comes out.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to show that on podcasts. You're right. No, you're right. It was nice seeing the dev stuff. My complaint was every section went on too long. Yeah,
I was about to say the same as well. Like, it was cool to see the games, but the devs spoke too much.
Yeah.
We have
weirdly specific bits.
Yeah, so we don't actually, like, for me, for the way I interpreted it, we don't have any association or attachment to these devs. Like, I'd never heard of these people, majority first up. Like, obviously, some of the big wigs I had heard of, but there was no real attachment there. It's not like Kojima coming up and talking about Metal Gear Solid 6. Wow, I heard that eye roll all over the world.
I hope so. Man, I almost saw what was in the back of my head.
Yeah, so I forgot what my point was. Oh, we have no attachment to them. So because we have no attachment to them, concentration lapses really quick. We just want to see the game. We just want to know more. I did like the fact that they went, these are 5 games that we're talking about, and we knew that ahead of schedule.
Yep.
And that's what they showed. There was one surprise as well, which was very nice, but we'll go on that a little bit later on. What did you think overall, Floppy?
Look, I wasn't blown away. I think the information or the games that they talk about are fine, but they could have done it in half the amount of time, easy. Yep. That's my issue.
Yep.
It was cool to see the games they've been working on. Did we want to go into which games they talked about?
Yeah, we will. I'll just say that, like, Nintendo do 44-minute long directs, right?
Yeah, but they also talk about like 75 games in there.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like, we're used to Nintendo coming along and just cramming it full of like 70 games in 40 minutes, and you get a taste of each one.
Yeah.
And then it's on to the next one. So you never have a chance to, like, it's just dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit. You don't have a chance to breathe until you get to the end and go, oh my God.
Yeah.
Whereas this was more like I don't want to say documentary, but it was. It was kind of like a documentary, mini documentary on each of these games that are coming out that you should get excited about. And I did appreciate what they did, and I did appreciate that they tried something different.
How long did it go for?
About 44 minutes. I think.
Yeah, if it went for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 5 minutes each game.
Yeah,
that's all you needed.
Not all games are going to be for everyone. Like one of the games, for example, there was a Elden Ring expansion that they announced.
But they didn't even talk about the expansion. They talked more about the past 20 DLCs that you can get for free now.
Yeah, and I mean, that was their selling point. I went, oh, that's cool.
That's not a selling point. That's like, hey, here's a selling point. 40 hours of downloads.
Yeah, true. But Anyway, let's actually get into it. So first
Yeah.
up, we had Minecraft Legends, which was announced to be launching April 18. Floppy, you want to go into this one?
Sure. So, for some reason, you've then elaborated that it'll release on Tuesday, April 18th.
Yeah.
So you can explore, and we'll introduce a PvP mode. 2 teams of up to 4 players each work together to collect resources, build a base, lay siege to the opposing team's forces. Will release on April 18th on Xbox Game Pass, PC Games Pass, Windows 11/10, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One Plus, PlayStation 5, 4. It releases on everything. It is everything.
It's coming out everywhere.
Yeah. This is one of those ones, like, I thought this was really cool, and I was actually interested, but I didn't need to hear a guy talk about the strategy he uses playing the game for 10
See,
minutes.
I actually like that. I
was like, dude, shut up.
No, I was actually looking forward to... I enjoyed hearing them go, well, what I do when I'm playing this is I do this and I do this.
That's fine for 30 seconds,
Yeah,
but it
it's
was
true.
literally about 5 minutes.
I also really enjoy the fact that they've gone to a P versus P for Minecraft. Like, this is going to be huge.
Like, see, I don't care about PvP,
Right.
but I really liked what it looked like.
I like how it looked. I like the fact it's PvP. I also really enjoyed the fact that each of the worlds, every time you load in, is randomly generated.
Yes, yeah,
Which I thought was
procedurally
awesome.
generated.
Yeah, procedurally generated. So when you go in, you have no idea what you're going to be doing, where you're going to get all the good materials, what you're going to be able to achieve, where your enemies are going to be spawning. I think it's great, and I find it very interesting. And I thought it was a really good way to start the dev. Dive.
Actually, I think Minecraft is a great one to start with because even if you don't play Minecraft, everyone knows Minecraft.
Look, I'm not the biggest Minecraft player. Like, the most I've played Minecraft is when Parker was younger, and I had it on my 360. She was playing
games
a lot.
with you.
Yeah, when I was cool. To her.
Don't joke.
To her.
Okay,
to her.
sorry. That was never.
Yeah. So what would happen when she was about 6 or so? She'd play, and she'd just go in explorer mode and just explore.
I do that with my kids.
Yeah, when she'd go to
creative
bed.
mode.
Yeah, creative mode. She'd go to bed. I would go in.
Destroy all of her things.
No, quite the opposite. I'd go in and I'd make like little shrines or make little things for her to come across and actually
you're a good
discover.
dad, aren't you?
And years later, she played Breath of the Wild and had the similar experience because of it.
That was wonderful.
So, yeah, that's about my extent of Minecraft. I do appreciate what it is and the fact it's the highest selling game of all time. And think it definitely has an audience and encourage it to continue doing what it's doing.
I really liked the Minecraft Dungeons, which was like the Diablo style.
Yeah, that was cool.
Light thing because I liked. Yeah, once again, thought it was pretty cool to see a different game with that sort of aesthetic.
Yeah.
Style.
I reckon you can talk about the next one as well because it's one of your...
It is one of my
babies.
picks for the Fantasy Critic that we'll go into a bit later as well. So we got a Forza Motorsport launching in, I think they said early 2023. Mm-hmm. So this is the most technically advanced, authentic racing game the team has ever made. Built to take full advantage of Xbox Series X and S. I'm going to go is built to take full advantage of X because S is substantially less powerful.
How much less powerful?
Substantially.
Really?
It's kind of...
Like
comparable to Xbox One X.
I was going to ask how was
the
it?
S is.
Yeah, wow.
So this features an incredible new online racing mode and an all-new car-building focused single-player career. That I'm kind of keen on.
Do you know what the biggest disappointment with this is?
What's that?
The fact that we had to watch this in 1080p when I know for a fact that if we had 4K and not watching it over streaming, this would look spectacular.
Yeah.
I think it just took some of the wind out of the sails.
The Forza Motorsport games, they always look amazing. Like, I never, ever doubt that they're going to look fantastic. I usually play the Horizon ones because I'm more of an arcade player than I am a sim player. Mm-hmm. But there was something about this one that looked really cool. Once again, they spent way too long talking about the specific details of the paint scratches and how many different kinds of paint scratches
And
you
where
can
the
get.
dirt gathers in the right spot. See, this is...
Like, they were very proud of what they'd achieved, and that's great.
This is what annoyed me about it. Like, admittedly, I was watching this after a long day of work when everyone else was having a day off, but that's, whatever. They were talking about attention to detail, blah, 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 just as they showed on screen one car side-swiping another and then pulling away, and there was no scratches or dents.
Well, no, I'm also assuming this is
I know, but
launch footage, but
they have control of the footage. Why would you talk about attention to detail and then show
it was
some
a little
footage
bit silly.
that's not, pre-rendered?
But no, it is something that I'm keen to check out. Whether I keep playing a motorsport game, we'll see how it goes. I will always keep playing the Horizon ones, but yeah.
Then we got a bit of a surprise.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush to, like, I was at work just watching the Twitter stream come through, so I wasn't watching it live. And then everyone in my timeline just started talking about this game. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm getting Sunset Overdrive vibes. I'm getting Dreamcast
That's
vibes.
exactly what I got, Sunset
GameCube
Overdrive.
vibes. And I went, oh, what is this?
Jet Set Radio, Sunset Overdrive.
So it's an over-the-top, single-player rhythm action game in which the entire world moves to the beat of music. Players take control of Chai, a free-spirited slacker with rockstar ambitions whose music play
I like him already.
is fused into his chest. Chai must defend himself through rhythmic combat featuring licensed tracks from iconic rock bands including Nine Inch Nails and the Black Keys with the help of Motley Crue allies.
Freaking 9 Inch Nails, man.
Rad.
My boy Trent.
Yeah. Sorry, Jess?
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looked really cool. Some of the dialogue was a little bit cringe for me. But again,
I think it's meant to be cringe for this kind of thing, man. It's like it's the kind of game where cringe is the style it goes for, and so it fits.
Yeah, I think this looks really cool. I love the look of it. I love the idea of a rhythmic action game. Of course, it draws parallels with Cadence of Hyrule. That sort of jam. But
Picked that up the other day.
did you?
Yeah, I got it
Ooh.
cheap.
You need to let me know when another cheap one comes in.
You don't have one.
I've got it digitally. I don't have a physical. I need it for my Zelda collection. But yeah,
I got it.
great game. What I liked about this is when the devs were announcing it, they went, hopefully this hasn't leaked, but it's available today.
Had you heard anything about it?
Nope, no one had.
I had heard nothing, and it was out. I downloaded it, or I set it to download before I came to here tonight.
Awesome.
So I'm going to be playing it tomorrow.
Do you know what other game they've got?
Later tomorrow.
The developer studios did?
What's that?
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh, shit.
It's the same people.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So yeah, really fun. I haven't played it yet. I would like to play it, and I'll get around to playing it. I'm kind of hoping that it's not going to live just on the Xbox. It is a Bethesda game, though.
I think it probably will.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You don't think they'll release it elsewhere? To
Or
make money?
maybe onto PC later.
Yeah.
Or they'll leave it to PC and Switch, but it's never to PlayStation.
No. I mean, I wouldn't mind it on
I mean,
Switch.
it's
I
all
can
right.
do
It is what it
Switch.
is. I'm totally fine with consoles having console exclusives. Mario.
Jesus.
So next one online, while Ben dies, have some water.
I swallowed some air.
Oh, swallowed air. I feel like you should have had many years of practice at that.
Well, it's not hair, is it? Yeah. Talk about that.
True, it's not.
That fun. That.
So the next one that we got announced was the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom, launching in June. They talked about stuff about Necrons. Apparently, people want Necrons. Apparently, people have wanted Necrons for a while, so they're giving all you folk who want Necrons that you get Necrons.
What is a Necron?
A Necron is like a necromancer,
Yeah.
like an undead, I believe.
Someone who brings dead people to life.
Oh, like that.
Okay.
There you go. So people have been screaming for them for years, and they've decided to finally do it.
Oh, I'm just glad they'll shut up now. Jeez.
Yeah.
Just every time, just like quiet down. I'm trying to sleep, and they go, "Where's our Necroms?"
Like I'm
Calm
cool
down.
that I'm glad this thing exists for the people that enjoy it. Like I picked up Elder Scrolls Online just to check it out like a couple of years ago. And because it is one of those things that keeps coming out or with expansions, it literally took me like 2 days to download it
I think I
and
got
update it. This is like, no.
I got Morrowind for like $1 at a show, and it was $1 PS4
yeah.
game. And I went, oh yeah, all right. Never put it in my PlayStation.
You know what? Was it new or secondhand?
Secondhand.
Dan, it's not even Morrowind. It's just the base game, mate.
Oh really?
Yep, because everything expansion is on a code, which is one use.
Oh right. So if I did put it in, it'd just be.
Just the base Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh. I'll never play it anyway, because
Nope.
who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah,
it's for someone. It's for a lot of people.
It's for a lot of people.
They release
And
this
good on
every
'em.
June because you know it's still alive.
And it is I will give them this. They placed the releases they were talking about quite well. Like it's in the middle. You don't want to start with Elder Scrolls Online. You also definitely don't want to finish with it.
Yeah.
So throw it in the middle. Good on them. Cool.
All right, and then
Next one, your favourite.
yeah, so I was looking forward to seeing where this was going. It was of course delayed twice last year. Redfall.
I think so.
Vampire Time. And they showed extended gameplay showing the open world, the wicked vampires, including a sneak peek of the mighty vampire gods, player customization, psychic vampire nests, and much more. After seeing this and the extended gameplay and the open world, I got to say I'm not impressed and also really worried about this game.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I just think it looks a bit trash.
Like, the first mission they chose to showcase was just a fetch quest.
Yeah.
And they showed, like, you walking around this creepy house with blood messages written on the walls and a jump scare. And it's like, well, I saw this in 2002.
And in 2008. And, yeah, it's an old trope.
Like, old trope, but old gameplay.
Yeah.
They didn't show any of these exciting weapons. Like, apparently you can get a rapid-fire machine gun that shoots out wooden stakes.
That's pretty cool.
But they didn't show that. They showed, like, shotguns and whatnot. They showed you've got this, like, little robot dog that you can distract people with because you've got occultists who have joined the side of the vampires.
Canine.
And, like, you send that in. They showed it sending it in and distracting it. And the occultists, who are humans, just go, huh? What? What's that? And then there was one, like, 2 meters away, still standing at attention and not seeing this guy go, huh? What? What's that? And then you shoot this guy. He falls down and dies. And the other guy who's 2 meters away, who didn't see the dog or hear the gunshots or see his fellow
Still stands there?
compatriots, still standing there going,
It's like the bad guys in Goldeneye.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a game from 1998. I super worried about it. I was not impressed at all. Even in our Discord, which you can join by heading over to hackthedino.com and
Always
clicking
up
the
for a
Discord
plug,
button.
this guy.
It's just attention. And yeah, I'm really worried. I put in our Discord. Is anyone else actually really worried about this? I think you answered. No, I don't care.
No, I don't really
I know
care,
a couple of people were worried. Afronix, for example, in our live chat, mentioned that they were very worried about it as well.
Is Afronix in the chat? Is this something you were keen for and then you've been turned off because of the stuff you've seen?
I was really hoping that this would be a cool first-person shooter that, you know, did something different.
Vampires.
Well, it did something, broke the mold. But
play Evil West, you get all that.
Well, it's not a first-person shooter, is it? Is it a third person?
It's third person.
But yeah, it's just I'm worried. I'm to the point where I think it's actually going to score 60s. Like 6 out of 10.
I reckon it'll be. I'll back that.
That's my prediction. I just think it's going to be a whole heap of nothing, and it's one of Xbox's big exclusives. I mean, they've also got Starfield coming out soon. But
Well, hang on. They've also got Starfield
yeah, well, okay.
coming out soon. Who knows?
All right. So that was the developer direct type thing. Yeah. Any parting thoughts, Floppy? What do you think?
Hey, look, I think it was good to see them try something new, and I'd like them to keep doing that. I think they just have to refine it down a little bit. They don't need a 45-minute direct when they've only got 5 games to talk about.
Yeah, I think they should have included more or made it shorter.
Yes, 100%. I
Another-
do think they're going to do. Is there rumours that they're going to do an entire direct just for Starfield?
I think it's been announced, actually. I was looking at one of my news sites.
Damn, should have made that a prediction.
Yeah, should have. New Xbox Summer Showcase has been announced. They've said Starfield will have its own one.
Yeah.
Xbox Showcase number. This is how I read all the time. Sorry.
Like Bugs Bunny.
Yep. That's Pocky Pig. I think you'll find.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to have a Summer Showcase as well as a Starfield one. I'm assuming summer over there is E3 time?
Yes.
Around
Summer
that?
there. Summer
That's
is
where the
middle
Summer
of the year.
Games Fest is.
Yeah, middle of the year.
So they've still got Fable.
I forgot about Fable.
Which apparently is running on the Forza game that we saw.
Yeah.
Is using the same engine as the Fable game.
Oh, damn, that'll look pretty.
So it will look very pretty.
That'll look real.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's a
And
good one. Ooh.
Perfect Dark. We haven't heard anything about Perfect Dark.
Is there actually going to be a Perfect Dark?
Well, I don't know. Well, like we saw a CGI trailer. It might just be Metroid Prime 4ing.
Townsy in the chat. 2 Fable, 2 Furious.
That'd be good.
I'd watch that.
Little bit more news during the week.
Is it news? Is it news really, or is it the inevitable coming
In
to
something
pass?
none of us saw coming, and certainly didn't call day one.
I think we all did.
Marvel's Avengers by Crystal Dynamics, the Sony exclusive, is done.
Done.
I missed out my heaps good line that I put here. From the game that brought you headlines such as Marvel's Avengers update leaks your IP address.
Whoops.
Xputer reported last December that the end was in sight for Marvel's Avengers and preparations were being made to sunset the title in 2023. Marvel's Avengers will get no more content updates after 2.8 is released in March. Crystal Dynamics said when update 2.8 releases on March 31st, credits will no longer be purchasable and all remaining credit balances will be converted to in-game resources to aid ongoing adventures. This shutdown was supposedly brought forward due to the lead for the game no longer being with Crystal Dynamics for reasons we won't go into. Draw your own conclusions. This game's just been a whole bunch of disappointment, I think.
Dylan the Villain and I have share an opinion on this. I played it. Did you play any of it?
I did. I remember we all got the demo.
Yeah. So the actual sort of the actual gameplay as you're playing as a character was good. The controls were cool. The special abilities were awesome. The characters were cool. It's that damn live service thing that kind of screwed it all up.
It was just repetitive. Like the single player, the campaign was apparently real fun.
It was.
And it was a good sort of 6-7 hour game.
It was. Yeah, it was. It was just a shame that they didn't focus on that.
They just went for that
flesh that out.
Destiny money. And I think it's because of how this game performed is why we saw Gotham Knights sort of
turn on its heel.
and be more of a not a live service. Yeah. And like Suicide Squad, we're hearing rumors now that a battle pass was leaked for it.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
So, we're all thinking, maybe they're redoing stuff. Maybe they're still going for it. I just don't think there is room or a desire for a...
I think there's always room, but it's got to be very well done. I think even The Division did it good, but it didn't have the lasting ability that, say, Destiny has.
Well, I mean, is Destiny still going strong, right?
It's still... They've just released another thing for Destiny 2, another expansion, I think, a couple of months ago.
Right. Yeah, so...
Or there's one coming out soon. Something like that.
But I mean, what other games of service you got? Really, Fortnite?
Fortnite, but is that even really a games as a service? Because you don't have to put any money in.
No, you don't. I don't know. I'm old and I'm confused and I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know what games are about.
And that's how this podcast got started.
Speaking of old,
yes,
these games are retro now.
Oh, this made me feel real old looking through this list.
The official Hack the Dino law or standard for retro games is that it's 15 years after release that it becomes retro. And baby, that means 2008. Every game that was released then is going to be retro very, very soon at some point this year.
I'm coming up to my third lot of retro myself.
So we found some of the more popular games that you may not realise are retro now.
Old.
Jazz, let us know if you know of any of these games.
Okay.
Thank you, Jazz.
Am I going for the first one?
First one. Yep.
Coming out January 22. So what year was this? 2012?
So, what? 2012, 2008.
2008, I mean, sorry. Maths.
Yeah.
We'll get to maths later on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you wait. Burnout Paradise. So a 2008 open-world racing game developed by Criterion Games and published by Electronic Arts for the PlayStation 3. It has also been re-released on Switch, PS4, Xbox One, all sorts. This game is so much fun. Yeah? You've played this, right?
I've not.
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to level with you. A lot of these games I've not played.
Wow, man. This game is Anto really loves this game too.
Right.
It's a good time. So it is that real arcadey, open world racer, smash through billboards, go around, get boosts, just like carnage and mayhem without being like the Carmageddon or stuff like that. Reviewers felt the game had an excellent sense of speed and praised the open world gameplay. Did you know?
Did you know? We've put little did you know facts for each of these.
Did you know?
Just to spice it up.
The game has been the subject of several academic papers investigating a range of fields often connected to the title's intensity and need for fast reaction time. I swear you put some of these words in just to screw with me. These include studios on gamer cardiology,
studies,
phenomenological correspondence, and control abstraction and computer game Is that even a word?
Yeah.
Pedagogy?
Yeah.
That's like how you do things, right?
Yeah. Like how your reaction, like hand-eye coordination.
No, pedagogy is like how you learn.
Yeah, with hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, that's amazing that this has actually been taken to an academic sort of level.
Yeah, and used for that. Just like when you used to hear when the Wii launched, like they were buying it for retirement villages. Yeah.
So
people could get exercise by doing Wii bowling and all that sort of stuff.
Done. But yeah, Burnout Paradise is such a good time, man.
Just out of curiosity as well, for my fellow Dino hosts partaking in the $20 Retro Challenge.
Yes.
All these games are up for grabs.
Which ones?
All the ones that are out in 2008.
Oh, yeah. These are 2000. So these are included in Retro Challenge.
All right. Second game. So you own this game? The Burnout?
Burnout? Yes. Did I not have it up here? No, I didn't bring it. Sorry, I tried to bring games that I owned from the Retro Challenge, from the Retro Now.
Would you say it was one of the best games ever made?
I'd say it would be up in the top 10 racing games. I would put it in my top 10 racing games.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
I'd probably put it in the top 5.
Wow. There you go.
They said at a very quick thought, without putting much thought into it, I'd probably hit it into the top 5, I think.
Because it's used to from you.
Because it's fun. Well, not much thought.
Yeah.
Mate, I ain't even going to lie. That's just totally
just
true.
Shooting from that hip.
100% accurate. Yeah, it is just because it's so much fun and it looks really good.
So me. No. Okay, January 31st, Super Smash Brothers Brawl came out in 2008. So it's now retro. Now, Smash Brothers Brawl is the one for the Wii.
This is...
Not the GameCube, the Wii.
Is Melee's the other one, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
So the third installment of Super Smash Bros. Series, it was announced at pre-E3 2005 press conference by Nintendo President Satoru Iwata. I can't even say his name. Oh, I'm so sorry, Satoru Iwata-san.
No worries, you give me all the bloody medical jargon. You can't say a dude's name.
It includes a more extensive single-player mode than its predecessors, known as the Subspace Emissary. The mode is a plot-driven, side-scrolling beat-em-up featuring computer-generated cutscenes, and this was fantastic. I don't think it's been eclipsed since.
Is it this one, or is it Melee that quite often gets used for tournaments?
Melee gets used for tournaments, the GameCube one. But this one had, I believe this is the one where you, right at the end, you play as Link. You're playing as Link, Zelda, and Ganon, and they all sort of look at each other and nod their heads, and they've decided that they're all going to work together to go and defeat Master Hand. And as they go up, Master Hand comes out and just knocks the crap out of Zelda and Ganondorf. So it's just Link, and he comes in and starts beating up Link, and then all of a sudden you hear this, and then this blue blur just goes, pew, 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 pew. And he looks and it goes, zoom,
that's
and
cool.
Sonic's there.
Actually,
goes,
you know
hey.
what? I'm pretty sure Ant's talked about that.
Yeah, I think
That-
Anto and I have spoken about it, yeah.
That
It's
fires off a little neuron of memory.
Yeah, it's just a great, all of a sudden, like, I knew Sonic was in the game, but for him to appear like that right at the end of the game and like
So
to be
that
the
is a
savior.
single player
Yeah, single
thing.
player
So
within
like
the game.
like the tournament style thing, like you would with a Street Fighter or something?
Yeah, so how many
I've only ever
Smash
played
games?
it multiplayer.
Oh, okay. So it's basically the multiplayer game, but they pitch you against other bad
So it's a
versions of the
bracket.
characters. Yeah.
Okay.
They tried to repeat it again in the later one, but it wasn't as good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've only ever played it with people in a party situation.
Yeah.
And I'm really bad at it.
But
Both my my older Spawn are really good at it.
really?
Yeah, it sucks playing games with them because they're so good.
Yeah.
I can't beat them at anything.
I've played Anto once. It was Street Fighter 2 Turbo on my arcade machine,
Yes.
and he whooped me, and I went, well, that's never happening again.
never do it.
No, like we'll sit down and do an arcade night
I
thing.
want to see a pizza challenge.
But Floppy, did you know? Did you
Probably
know?
Probably not.
Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Super Smash Bros. Brawl uses a dual-layer disc due to the size of the game data. Nintendo of America has stated that some Wii consoles may have difficulty reading the higher density software due to a contaminated laser lens. Nintendo offered a free repair for owners who experienced this issue.
Huh, Nintendo giving away something for free.
Well, without being told to, because most of the time they like
It's under
people
court order.
Yeah, people are throwing their Wiimotes through TVs. So it's oh yeah, here's a condom for it and a strap, or people are burning holes in their
Here's
hand.
some BDSM gear for your Wii remote.
People are drilling holes in their hand from going like this.
Mario
at
Party?
64 from playing
Yeah.
Mario Party, so they give you a glove. Or
That's funny.
yep. Or people are going, hey, why is my character moving while I'm not playing with my Joy-Con? And Nintendo go, screw you, it's not our problem. No, they had to fix it for free. But yeah, Nintendo. How about that?
There you go. Next one off the rank was April 29th. We had this bad boy, Grand Theft Auto 4. So 2008 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North, sorry, I should say, and published by Rockstar Games. It's the 6th main entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, following 2004's Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And I didn't realize this, the 11th installment overall. 11th. 11th.
Well, I remember playing the first or the second one, which
Where there
was
was
a top-down. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And then
I used to play it at LAN parties.
and then 3 went to...
Hey, Jazz,
Yo.
do you know what a LAN party is?
No. What is a LAN party?
A LAN party is when all the really cool teenagers used to
Nerds.
carry their big-ass heavy CRT monitors and computers to their friend's house and link them all together and sit down and play games together, like Doom or GTA.
Quake.
And go, I'll grab that MP3 off you. I love the Ramones.
The MP3s.
And like the MP3 would take
An hour or so.
hour and a half to download 3 meg.
Ugh,
Anyway,
it was atrocious.
It was
to be
where
Impressive.
all the heaps cool people went.
But yes, this was the 11th installment overall, which blows my mind because, I didn't realize there was that many. As part of the research for the open world, the development team conducted extensive field research in New York. They went to great lengths. They captured over 100,000 photographs, several hours of video footage. They considered the world to be the most important element of the game, which
It is.
it is, 100%. And it shows that they've continued that thought throughout the process of all the games they've made. Though it's not the largest map in the series, they considered it comparable in scope due to its verticality and level of detail. The budget climbed to over US 100 million, making it one of the most expensive video games to develop at the time.
100 million back
100
in 2008. Like
So
now,
much
that's
money.
like, a box of chips, but a box
Good
of
ones.
chips.
Good ones.
Box of chips, ladies and gentlemen.
Kettle.
Box.
Did you know the game's depiction of violence received mass commentary from journalists
No.
and government officials, occasionally being referred to as a murder simulator? Man, if they could all of a sudden jump forward to now
What do you mean?
and play some of the shit that we've got.
What about... No, that's not true. Like, if you're playing Mortal Kombat 11, right?
Yeah.
And Johnny Cage rips his daughter in half and then sticks his hand up her entrails and uses her as a ventriloquist puppet?
Yeah.
What's so violent about that?
That's more disturbing than violent.
What's wrong with there?
The ability to drink drive in the game received a lot of criticism. Wait till you get to GT5, people. Resulting in a request for the ESRB to change the game's rating.
Which they did.
So now it has the MA15 plus, yeah, or whatever it was in America.
I think.
Yeah, I think our MA15 is their R.
Yeah. Silly.
But yeah, it is
rating ball.
Grand Theft Auto 4. I like. I don't particularly like GTA 5
I've never played either of them.
because it went. In my opinion, it went too far into the you're just a bad guy, and you had to do things that make me feel uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, GTA 5...
I feel like it glorified it too much.
GTA 5 Online is sort of like the reason that keeps selling, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
It's the reason you'll never get a GTA 6 because you keep giving them money for GTA 5.
Well, we've seen leaks that suggest otherwise.
Yeah, they're working on it because they'll have it ready, but why would they when they're still getting billions of dollars every year?
Do you reckon they could do like a Fortnite and just swap the engine completely over?
Don't know.
Like just have not an event, but just go, it's going down for 2 days. And then it comes back and it's just in the GTA 6 engine.
Maybe.
You keep everything.
knows?
Everything's the same.
Yeah.
But you have a new area now, which is GTA 6. And you can go over there and do that stuff, or you can come back here and just keep doing this stuff. I mean, they've got enough money. It's Rockstar.
It is. But yeah, in my opinion, GTA San Andreas and GTA 4 better than the rest of them. San Andreas for soundtrack because it's amazing.
Did you ever play Chinatown Wars?
Yes, I've got it on 3DS.
Any good?
Yes, yeah, it was fun. More of a top-down thing and visual novel style
Oh, really?
Mm.
I didn't know it was a top-down
stuff.
one.
More like that.
I reckon I've got it there somewhere.
But yeah, check it. It was on PSP as well, I reckon.
Yeah, possibly. Imagine a GTA game coming to a Nintendo console. What the hell? All right.
The Witch is on there. That's got Geralt's butt.
So now we've got possibly the best retro game on this list. Possibly best retro game that came out that year.
Why don't we just say possibly our favourite this one from this year?